What's up, everybody? It is Chris with Longevity, and welcome to the channel. Today we are going to do a simple walkthrough of my favorite store, the Home Depot. I'm going to show you guys what deals they got going on. It is almost the beginning of May. Springtime is here, and we are ready to get over this COVID-19 aftermath and get back to our normal lives so we can get back into these stores and start spending money and start making money as well. So we're going to start today's video off. We're going to go ahead and enter. Boom! We are in the lawn and garden area. I've been doing some research, thinking about if I wanted to upgrade my Ryobi Expand It kitting, which is a gas-powered system but allows you to go and buy their Expand It arms, and you get all different styles of different types of equipment, hedge trimmers, pole saws, weed eater, you name it. They've got everything where you can buy with just one system, which is totally fantastic. But let's get right back into it, and let's start off here. We've got some chainsaws over here. If everybody knows, Home Depot does carry the Echo brand. Echo has always been known for their wonderful lawn equipment. They do great weed eaters, great edgers, all different tiles. I mean, this is always one of the companies that have always led the way in lawn equipment, Echo. As you can see here, they've got all different style weed eaters, 2 strokes. I don't know if they make a 4-stroke weed eater, but let's see. This is an Echo gas split shaft. So I'm assuming this is part of like an expanded kit that you can maybe put other heads on as well. I mean, this thing is beefy. I mean, guys, this thing is top quality, and it is $229 for that reason. These are your corded blowers. This is putting out 440 CFMs. I don't know how this one works. I've heard some pretty good things about it, but let's be honest. Some people still use corded stuff. Some people are moving on to the cordless line, right? So, you know, got a little Black & Decker here. This is a little, not sure what the voltage is on this thing, but it's $49.97. It's a 20-inch saw blade. It's electric, and they have a corded one as well. Nothing really cool. We got some gas-powered blowers here. I've heard really good things about this Ryobi Jet Fan, and also their backpack blower is something that is pretty powerful. I've actually got the privilege of to test one of these out. You're busting out 760 CFMs at 175 miles an hour. And I will tell you what, this is a commercial grade backpack, and it does get the job done. I know multiple guys that run lawn crews, and they use these for their guys, and it works great. Chainsaws. I've never used a Ryobi chainsaw, but you know what? I think I am in the market very soon for getting a chainsaw. I guess I just need to decide which size bar I want to go to, the 14, 16, or 18 inch. Price difference, $119, $139, and $169. Also, I think the amount of power looks like it's the same. They're all powered by a 38cc 2-cycle engine. So really, the price difference you're paying for is how big the bar is. And it all just depends on what you're cutting, what your use is. That's going to determine which one best fits your needs. On over here to the Ryobi stuff. They had this last year actually, the Ryobi days. They were giving this for free with the purchase of the 18-volt 3-amp-hour battery kit. Now, this is their 18-volt stuff, okay? So they've got an 18-volt hedge trimmer here, 18-volt chainsaw. I've not heard really good things about this. This is going to be for small, light use, guys. Don't get the idea if you're a homeowner out there. This is not going to be something you're going to use to cut big trees down. If you're cutting small branches, little stuff, or just little firewood, this is perfect. And for the price, you really can't beat it. It's only $129. So that's really a really good deal, especially if you're already in the Ryobi One Plus 18-volt system, something you can add to your repertoire if you're looking for a chainsaw. This is almost like the same blower I just showed you over there that's corded, but this is the cordless model, part of their Jet Fan, and this is an 18-volt system. It takes 1 battery. In the statistics here on this one, it says it's running at 280 CFMs. Okay, and it blown up to 100 miles per hour. Okay, and it's at 65 decibels, so it's not too loud for a blower, actually, believe it or not. So pretty nice, pretty cool, and I believe this is their upgraded version of this one. This one's busting out at a whopping 200 CFM, so this is a little bit more lightweight actually. This one's not going to pack the punch that this one is, but it's still going to give you a whopping 90 miles an hour of wind. Pretty nice, cool stuff. Not a bad price for $99. And then we got the Makitas. You know what? One thing I always thought Makita was always good. I love their impact drivers, their drills. I've never used their lawn equipment, but I will say this. I've seen some reviews of their chainsaws, and I've got to say I'm pretty impressed with their products. Everyone now, you can see, guys, you got Milwaukee, DeWalt, everyone's starting to get into the lawn care lineup. You know why? Because it's a competitive market. It's something where these companies are trying to expand their lines into this line because, you know what? Let's be honest, right? Ego is one of the biggest, Ego, the green company, they've been one of the biggest lawn for, especially for electric powered lawn tools and garden tools. Now, with all the competition out there, let's be honest, battery powered is becoming the future. You're getting gas-like power out of battery, which is great for our environment. It's great for the community. It's great for our ecosystem. It's just fantastic that these technologies are finally coming out, and people that are homeowners that are afraid to use gas can use electric, right? It's awesome. It's fantastic. So this is their Makita blower, part of their 18-volt system. Okay, this is running at 459 CFMs, blown at 116 miles per hour. I mean, it's lightweight. It's not that big. It feels nice in the hand. It looks like it's got a little adjustable for your speed here. You can lock that in place and then you pull the trigger. I mean, it's very nice. And then here it looks like they got a little small handheld 10-inch chainsaw. I mean, it's like a toy. I mean, it feels like a toy. But is it backed by its power? I don't know. It's got a brushless motor in it, which is fantastic. This is something I would be interested in trying out and seeing how it actually works. Very cool. Makita hedge trimmers. Not that heavy. Not that heavy. You throw a little 6 amp hour battery on there, you'd be kicking butt, huh? $129. It's got a 22-inch claw on the front, so you're actually going to be able to get some serious hedging done with this thing, and it's lightweight. Great tool. Milwaukee Fuel Stuff. This is their 16-inch chainsaw here. It's $300. It's pretty beefy. I mean, this is something you're going to use with a 9.0 or 12 amp hour battery. It's pretty heavy, not too heavy, but I would love to see it in action and see how good it really works. This is their hedge trimmers. The Makita is a lot lighter, but this is definitely a lot bigger. This is going to give you 2 extra inches of cut capacity with that claw on the front. How it performs better than the Makita, I don't know, but it's a good test. Maybe we'll have to get into that and test it out. Now, here's something that's making me wonder, okay? Let's look at statistics here. This thing is popping out a whopping 450 CFMs at 120 miles per hour, but the price tag on this thing is $300. As opposed to the Makita, 4 miles an hour less, and actually, it's actually pumping out 9 more CFMs. 129 for the bare tool. Maybe this one comes with a battery? Ah, that's why. So this one's $300, but it comes with an 8.0 high output battery and a speed charger with that. So that explains the price difference. You're getting a high output 8.0 high capacity battery plus a speed charger to go with your blower, and it's just as light as the Makita, and it's actually got a digital speed change here for your rabbit or turtle, so faster. So the technology in this thing obviously probably is just a little bit better than what you're going to get in the Makita. And then let's move on to the DeWalt, my favorite. Not really my favorite, but I love DeWalt stuff. I've heard some great things about this 20 volt max XR brushless chainsaw. I really want to get into this stuff and start testing out lawn equipment, because I know there's not enough videos out there of people to make decisions on which line to go in, right? Do you stay in the line you're currently in, or do you jump over to a new company because of the quality of the stuff, right? So we got the 20 volt max, 22-inch hedge trimmers, super lightweight. Oh my God, the ergonomics on this thing. You know, that's one thing DeWalt has always been king on, is design. They've always been able to design their tools. The ergonomics of their stuff is just top notch. It's fantastic, and I love it. Oh, wow, you saw that? We got like a little tease. Very lightweight, very nice. Cordless blower. And this one's $199 for the price. 450 CFMs at 125 miles per hour, 61 decibels. So it's not too loud, but it's going to pack a punch. And this is their FlexVolt line. So 60 volt stuff. You have to have the FlexVolt batteries to run this line because their 20 volt batteries will not work with this stuff. Remember that. Okay, it's going to be a little bit more expensive, but it's also going to pack a bigger punch. You're going to get more power out of their FlexVolt 60 volt tools. Are top notch, top of the line, very good stuff. DeWalt Weed Eater, and last but not least, guys, give it up. We have to, let's tip our hat off, everybody. Ryobi jumped into this line before any of these other companies with their 40 volt stuff. And I own some of their 40 volt stuff. I told you that already. Got the 40 volt mower. Their stuff is great. It's great. You guys want to talk about, it's for homeowners only? Bull crap. Whether you're using it for your own use or whatever you're doing in the professional world of landscaping, whatever, I will recommend Ryobi over and over and over and again because their stuff gets the job done. Okay, a lot of people that knock Ryobi, they've never even used the product. So how can you knock something that you've never even used, right? I don't think your opinion really matters unless you've actually used the product. Not knocking anybody's intelligence whatsoever, but if you're gonna knock a company for their stuff not being good, at least show the proof that you've used it and put it through tests that failed for what you were doing, so it just has no use for you. And then we can all move forward and say, hey, it didn't work out for you. That makes sense to me, right? So let's move on. We're gonna head up to the next part of the store. And here we go. Can't leave out Ego. Their stuff is great. They've been in the landscaping business for a very long time. They use a 56 volt system, and their stuff is fantastic. I've heard nothing but great things from Ego, their company. Their stuff is priced pretty high, but the reason why is because, let's be honest, they're in the business of landscaping. This is what they do. So if you have any interesting and you want to hear some stuff about Ego, let me know. We'll do a couple good reviews on Ego, and we'll show what kind of great stuff they have rolling around, what they got going. All right, so here's what we're going to do next. We're going to roll out, go to Tool World, which I really, really love. And this just came out. You Ryobi lovers out there, it's $90 here with your 10% discount if you're military, or if you're a pro member, you can get 10% off and save yourself $10. This is a fantastic item. I believe this has been out overseas for quite some time. I haven't used one yet, but I'm really excited to see what this thing brings because, hey, when you're out in the hot sun, we live in Southwest Florida, it's hot as hell out here. Wouldn't that better than bring a 5-gallon bucket, get your misting fan, bada bing, and cool everybody down. Sounds like a good time, right? $89.97. Get yours today. Oh my God, I've been looking at a power washer for quite some time, and I think I might pull the trigger today. I guess I just need to know what I want. I mean, this is a 2300 PSI for $279, but it's electric too. It almost looks like gas, but it's completely electric. But I don't know if I really need this. I'm just gonna be power washing the driveway, power washing the house. I think this one for $199 with my 10% discount, I think this is probably my better option. It depends. Ryobi has tons of different attachments for their power washers, which is freaking awesome. It's one of the most versatile power washing systems on the market today because of all the different things they sell to attach to their lineup. Okay? Ryobi, I'm telling you guys, Ryobi deserves a little respect. That's all I'm saying. Look at my shirt. I'm not biased, okay? I use all companies. I am not a biased person. I just like to give credit when it's due. And Ryobi deserves more credit than what people give them, especially the people that have never used it and they're dogging the brand. It absolutely makes zero sense to me how you can dog a brand and you haven't even touched their product yet. So that's all I'm saying. Let's get back into it. We're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna walk over the tool world and we're gonna continue this video and we're gonna show what great deals they got going on for May coming up. Springtime, baby. What's up, everybody? We are back. I've made it over the tool world. And let's see what we got going on over here. We got the end caps rolling. Got the 20-foot Milwaukee tape measures for $9.97. And let's keep in mind, everybody, Ryobi has their special spring deal going on. You buy any one of those kits and you got a free 4-amp high output HP battery, which is their compact 4-amp hour battery, which is awesome. It's going to give you more power with your brushless tools. If you got that brushless motor, take advantage of the runtime of a 4-amp hour battery, but with the power as well that's going to punch out. I've had some guys ask about these Milwaukee, regular Milwaukee tools and their brushless tools as opposed to their brush tools, their fuel lineup, and then the regular brushless M18 stuff. Their brush stuff is good. Guys, let's be honest. Milwaukee is a pro-grade brand. I don't care if you buy their brush stuff, whatever. Most of their stuff is brushed. They got a brush sander. They've got tons of brush tools still, and they're still fucking awesome. Excuse my French. They're still fantastic. They still pack a huge punch. They still have a ton of power, and they're still going to get the job done. So it just depends what you're doing. Remember, everything that you do, whatever you buy, don't buy it based off of what somebody tells you. Base it off what you need it for, right? Because if you're just doing small projects, plywood rips, and this might be all you need. Do you need a big DeWalt 60-volt flex-volt circular saw or an M18? No. A 5 1/4 inch will do just fine, and we'll get the job done, and it'll do exactly what you're looking for. That's all that matters. Okay? So, wow, look at that, man. The DeWalt end cap. I'll tell you what, they're running these awesome deals here. $149 with a 5-amp hour XR battery, brushless impact, 887. That's a really good deal. I think you can get, let me just go to the other side. If I'm not mistaken, you can go ahead and get the brushless drill driver. Okay, here we go. Here it is. So for $249, you get the 20-volt XR 887, and then you also get the brushless drill driver, but you only get two 2-amp hour batteries. So I would say spend the $30 extra, get the hammer drill, right? And then you get a 6-amp flex volt battery. That's a much better deal than that, hands down. So it just depends what you need, though. You might not need the hammer drill. I mean, for $30, I'm going with this. Any day of the week, every day over, I'm going with this. That's the much better deal. Okay? Let's see here. You know what I've noticed too, guys? I've just been thinking about it. Diablo hasn't had any deals on blades lately. They've been freaking greedy, man. Charging out the butt for their blades. So we got some batteries over here. Nothing special. Got the Milwaukee stuff. Makita. Milwaukee. Nothing really new, guys. Nothing really new that's catching my eye. That's making me drop my head off and say, I have to have this. So, I will say this. If you are in a Home Depot and you get a chance and you're looking for some good bits, Milwaukee or Makita Gold, their stuff is all marked down 70% off. Pick your stuff up while you can and get yourself a really good deal. They got some really, really good stuff. And then, let's see here. Craig, I love their track saw stuff. Works pretty much with any circular saw that you have. So if you're looking for something to give you more accurate cuts, I recommend Craig any day of the week. I use their pocket hole jigs all the time. I've got this same kit here. Their stuff is awesome, top notch, good quality, and it works. As much as people say this too, Ryobi's actually has some really good router bits. They've been in the router business for quite some time now, so they've been able to perfect their bits. And cost-effective wise, $64.97 for all those router bits is not a bad deal. Because if you ain't got the money and you ain't rolling big, let's be realistic here. You want to buy a couple Diablo, you want to get a Diablo one, That's $30 for one router bit. So do the math. All these or these, just depends what you're doing. I would say give these a try because I think they're worth every penny. Got some Bosch bits. I love Bosch's bits. I think they have some of the best concrete bits on the market, especially for their SDS rotary hammer drills. Even their regular impact rated and drill driver bits, freaking awesome. So, well, listen, guys. I know we kind of rolled through the store pretty quickly today. I got to get to work. I got a lot going on. But I really didn't see much today. Nothing that really stood out to me. Nothing crazy. That could change when the first rolls out. So we'll do another video on May 1st. And we'll see if they've launched any new things going on. But for the meantime, stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button. If there's anything you want to see, if you have any questions about any tools or use of anything, please feel free to message me down below or hit the comments. I will respond. I'm very, very adamant in making sure people I respond to and giving as much advice as I can and answering any questions that you guys have. I really appreciate everyone watching. Stay safe out there for COVID-19 and don't forget to wash your hands, use hand sanitizer, and just, hey, practice social distancing. Let's keep everybody safe. We're almost at the end of this, guys, and we can all get back to normal and do what we love to do. And that's play in the tool world. All right, guys, we'll see you soon.